Hi everyone. So I am figuring out what to do with this right here, which used to hold most of my spices, but now I don't have any place to put it. So what I'm thinking is I am going to take down my cross stitch wall here, and I'm gonna put this bad boy up, and I'm gonna put some craft things on here and kind of put my cross stitch around it. I think that's gonna be the best area for it, and also have some more craft storage, which if you're a crafter, we all know that we could all use more storage. So that is what I'm gonna be doing today, right now. Here it is. I was trying to hang up my cyanotype shirt, but I can't reach. So it's just gonna have to hang on my chair for a moment until I can figure out where else to put it. Here we go so far. I'm obviously gonna add more to it as I figure out what I can add to it, but for now, I'm happy with it. Looks good. Alrighty, so I have a bit of a cross stitch update. I have finished the train. Oh my gosh. I am so relieved to be done with this. I will show you a close-up because it is a lot. It's a lot. The cherry blossoms around the train were just so much work, and there's a lot of bouncing around to different squares and all that, and yeah, it was just a lot. I'm so glad to be done with this. It is so beautiful. I'm definitely gonna frame it. I think it needs like a perfect square frame, so that is something I'm gonna be looking for when I'm out in the wild. So glad to be done with this. And I have been working on this. So this is Sal, and I just finished this purple flower last night. I've started on the border. This is gonna go all the way around, and so far it's looking really good. So this is what I've just been working on in my free time, but I kind of like to have two projects going at the same time. I feel like I can handle two projects. Sometimes if you start like a ton, then it gets overwhelming and nothing gets finished. But two projects seems to be a good sweet spot for me, and I really want to start this one. I got this in Finland. It's so beautiful. It's like a greenhouse with orchids, and it's just stunning. It comes with that wooden frame. I will open it up and show you what's going on. So in the box, it comes with the fabric, which is very tiny. This is probably the smallest fabric I've ever worked with for cross stitch. And I believe you go over 2 squares instead of just 1. I will have to look into that because I'm kind of scared, honestly, but I really, really want to start this. It also comes with a needle, which is black. I've never seen a black cross-stitching needle before, so that's pretty cool. It comes with all of the floss, stunning colors. Oh my gosh, beautiful. This is the frame, and this is the chart. Beautiful. So it says right here, stitch over 2 threads using 2 strands of embroidery thread. Use 1 strand for contours. French knot stitch using 2 strands of embroidery thread. If you do not follow this instruction, you will not have enough thread to complete your work. Okay, so I gotta make sure I am following the instructions here. So I believe the French knots are in this flower right here, all of the little dots on it. Here is what the fabric looks like. As you can see, it's very tiny, especially compared to this one. You can clearly see where to put the needle in, and here it's just so tiny. I feel like I'm gonna need a magnifying glass to really see what I'm doing. I think this is doable. So I'm gonna start this up really quick, and then I will give you an update on my thoughts and feelings when there is some progress to show. Wish me luck. So I wanted to talk about this yarn that I finished. I feel like I did talk about this already, but if I didn't, then I'm gonna talk about it right now. This came out to be 108.6 grams and 308 yards, which is giant. Anytime I get over 300 yards, it's always very exciting. And here is what it looks like in detail. So many colors, so bright. It's also so very soft and squishy. Beautiful. I really like it. And I loved spinning this because there's so many color changes. It just makes it very exciting to spin. And I had a really good time with it. Beautiful, so pretty. Wow. A couple weeks ago, I did pick up a new fiber and I wanted to show it to you right now. It's so pretty. This is 70% merino and 30% extra bleached tussa silk. Those shiny bits in there are the silk. Beautiful. And I got it in the colorway Aquarius. I love the pops of green in there. I'm very excited to start this and I kind of want to start it today. So I think I might start prepping it and maybe doing a little bit of spinning and see how this fiber turns out. It's stunning. Oh my gosh. Also, I forgot to say, this is from Blazing Star Ranch in Denver. They do have a website. I'll link it below if you want to go check it out. But it is a local place here and I love that shop so much. So I wanted to talk about the progress on my cross stitch. This is what it looks like so far. I will put up on the screen the difference between normal Aida cloth and this Aida cloth, like what I'm doing for the stitches. So far, it has not really been that difficult. The only thing that is a little difficult for me is counting how far stitches are away. Does that make sense? I know that's kind of confusing, but say I needed to do maybe like this green color over here on normal Aida cloth, it's really easy to count how many squares away I can do that. But on this cloth, I have to be extremely careful about jumping over and doing stitches because you can very easily miscount and then everything will be off. And yes, that did happen to me. On one of these orchid flowers, this one down here, I was off by 1 square and I had done the whole flower and I had to rip all of it out and then redo it. So a little bit of a pain there, but for the most part, stitching on a finer cloth like this hasn't been too difficult. And I'm actually enjoying it a lot. I really like this pattern. I think the grid of the window is helping me with counting the stitches accurately. But on a different project that does not have the grid of the window, I'm sure it would be much more difficult to figure out where I am or what I'm doing, or jumping around to different stitches with the same color. It would just be kind of a disaster, I think. So we're doing well so far, and I would say I have some pretty good progress on it, so that's good. As for spinning, I accidentally ripped off this piece just now. That is my piece that I'm working on currently, like my active piece that I'm feeding in there. But I am halfway through this bobbin. Look at it. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm like debating on if I want to ply with the same color or if I want to ply with a different color. I'm just not sure. I love the shininess of the silk. I think it's so beautiful. This is Tussa silk. It is messy. The silk really sheds. It goes everywhere and it's very delicate. Like this just ripped off so easily. So yeah, definitely a sensitive fiber. And like I said, it gets everywhere. My dog was on my lap and he was absolutely covered in fiber by the time I was finished spinning the other day. So I'm gonna work on that right now and see how far I can get today on my spin right here and also on my cross stitch.